Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is just a quick video of something that it hit me while looking at my Eastman. So NAMM has just gone by and there was a bunch of new guitars that were announced and I noticed a really interesting trend. But before we go on, if you'd be please so kind to subscribe to this channel if you'd like to see more videos of me talking about guitars, gear, DIY kits, everything in between. Also, if you could like this video, I'll really appreciate that, and let me know your thoughts if you think what the companies are doing is genius or just a cheap marketing trick. So what I've noticed is that brands that have really good mid-level to even beginner-level instruments are releasing really expensive instruments to sort of justify the existence of the cheaper ones. Point example, the Eastman Juliet. The Eastman Juliet is a guitar that I've had for now around 9 months. It was their first solid body design and it's all quality, and they have praised it to being exceptionally made in China, right in Beijing, by craftsmen using mostly hand tools. Now they just say just hand tools, and it is a guitar that has a raised middle, bare knuckle pickups, Goto hardware, ebony board, everything, all inlaid pick guard with all the best electronics and everything, high quality, and it's a deal because you can get it for $1,270. No, £1,270, okay? Great, well done. But you think, well, for that amount of money, I could get a used Gibson, like an SG, or maybe for a little bit more, I could get a Les Paul, which is the 2-humbucker guitar, right? Or for way less, I could get a Yamaha Rev Star that also has a lot of the things, and I can just put whatever pickups I want if I don't really care for bare knuckles, old guards, true grit, or wherever they are. Bootcamp old guards, right? So, what have they done? So Eastman introduced the American line guitars that are the same shape as the Juliet, without the raised middle, without the inlaid pick guards, without the set neck, with a bolt-on, with a few interesting choice designs that I actually do not like, and I think Otto Ambrosio is slowly shaping Eastman to be more of his brand, and I really dislike his language design, but that's just my personal preference. Many people love it. But these American Eastmans now are going to be $4,000, which even now I'm thinking I got a great deal. I got a great deal for $1,250. I got a fully fledged Eastman that is made in China, but it has like even the true tone and everything. So I'm laughing all the way to the bank. Well, I spent the same amount of money, but now I'm thinking I made a great deal because of that. Same thing with Yamaha. I think I had like 3 Yamaha Pacificas already. Great guitars, really enjoyable. I've modded some of them, I haven't others. Really cool guitars. Never liked the pickguard on the HSS, the 112V. It has like that phallic shape at the end of the 5-way switch, and they had shown the custom shop version made in California a couple of years ago that had a more interesting cut to the pickguard. And for longest time I was thinking they could just make this Pacifica with a different pickguard and it will be amazing. The 612 has Seymour Duncan pickups, I think Goto or Wilkinson hardware. It's a really good guitar, flame maple top. Just change the pickguard, it's simple. No. What they've done now is they released the Standard Plus, which is a made in Indonesia Pacifica for over $1,000 or pounds or whatever, and then the Professional that's made in Japan for $18,000. So the Rev Stars were like $650 and $1,500, like set necks, maple tops or whatever it is, like a more difficult guitar to make is now cheaper than the bolt-on Pacifica. This just comes to show that prices of guitars are not really associated of how expensive they are to make, is how much we are willing to pay and in which price brackets the companies want to compete. And it is true that because we are dumb little creatures, that when we see price bracketing and something more expensive and something middle of the road and something cheap, you'll go for middle of the road. McDonald's has it, Starbucks does it, Apple does it, Netflix does it. Everything that you buy, computers, furniture, IKEA, right? Instruments, Fender is the boss of doing that. It has a price for every price range. Gibson, everyone does it. And these smaller companies that were really focused on making quality instruments at a certain specific price point were like, we're done with this. We're just gonna go out and get an aspirational model. Like my share gold, right? They have this really cool share gold, the 800-pound share gold. They had to come with a cheaper alternative to this because no one was buying this, although it has Seymour Duncan pickets, full CPS spots, specific bridge, locking tuners free aside with pearl, roasted mahogany, everything. No one was buying this, so they have to come with a cheaper alternative, so this becomes more desirable. So people are like, well, in the amount of money that I would spend on upgrades, might as well get the full experience. On the other hand, I also have a Paisley here that cost me like 50 quid and I upgraded with Seymour Duncan pickups, and all in all it's like 150 pounds in it. So guitars are funny that way. Now, how can we trick this? Same thing with guitars. We can look at the guitar, say, okay, this is their aspirational model, like the Greenie Les Paul, 15,000 pounds. Oh, but now you can get an Epiphone Greenie for 1,500 pounds. Much better. No, use our brains, guys. What is the guitar that you want and what you want to make of it and how do you want to use it? Obviously, certain brands will have its own appeal, but for me recently it has been kit guitars. So these are two guitars that I built myself. I always wanted a semi-hollow in blue with a flame, in this case a quilted maple top, and I was really yearning for a green guitar. So I built these two guitars. I finished to my own standard. Obviously, they're not to the same finishing quality and probably everything that a really expensive guitar is, but it's not too bad. At like 200 pounds for this kit and 180 for this kit. Even if you put everything together, like this cost me 300 pounds or 250 and this was like 200. So finishes and everything. I don't know, just an idea. Coban Guitars, go check it out if you want to. But my point was, don't be misled. Buy guitars that are actually worth it, that have the hardware, that have the sounds, that have the playability that you actually want. And if you can't find that, remember, you might be able to build one yourself that fits your needs much better than just going for something that is readily available and not as cool or unique, or just fall into the hype to buying the next newest thing that has just come out. And I really enjoyed having you here. Please leave a comment, let me know what you think. If you, again, could subscribe and leave a like, I would really appreciate that, because that way I can go to more companies and try to get deals on things to show you. And that's all. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.